has begun to glorify the efforts of man, the ability of man, the innovation of man, the brilliance of man. Do not be fooled. The help of man is useless. God and God alone can save you, deliver you, forgive you, heal you, and make you something when without him you are nothing. When he was still a great way off, the Bible says, Dad saw him. Dad saw him. I'm so glad God saw me when I was still a great way off. It's my testimony. It's your testimony. I was a great way off. And he said, it's all right, I see you. I see you. So no matter how off you are today, God sees you. He sees you. There's no way he can see me. Oh, he sees you. He's calculated how he's going to approach you. And then Jesus is telling the story. And remember, this is Jesus. He's just telling the story. And people are leaning in there listening. And he's saying, this is why I hang out with sinners, because I have the heart of the Father. I'm like a father. And he says, look, he says, and then the Father saw him a great way off, and the Father ran. Now, when he said the word ran, or obviously the Greek equivalent of ran, they all gasped and sucked air. Now, we hear the term the dad ran, and we're like, oh, cool. But Middle Eastern men do not run. It's pretty true even in culture today. True story. It is uncouth for a man to run in that culture. And Jesus says, and the Father saw the Son and he ran. And all these little kids go, dang, I never see my dad run. He doesn't run for nothing. What is Jesus trying to communicate? He's trying to communicate crazy love. Growing up, my dad would come to almost all my sporting events, and I admit I was a prodigy, a sports prodigy. Just kidding. Stop laughing. Dad would come to Little League games, soccer games, and I'd be getting in the in the batter's box, stepping in. Son, Judah, excuse me. Yeah, Dad. Go get him, son. I'm trying to, Dad. Trying to bat here. That's my son right there, guys. That's my son. They know, Dad. There's only 10 people here. Can I hit now? Yeah, you. Hey, remember what I taught you? Okay, Dad. Thanks. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I'll never do that to my kids. The other day, Zion had soccer practice. And he was scrimmaging. It was a scrimmage, okay? Give me a break. It was a scrimmage. They weren't keeping score, but I was. They start kicking the ball. Zion gets a breakaway. What am I supposed to do? Stand there? Me and all the moms? No, I start running down the sideline. Go! Go, son! He's like, my God, what's wrong with you? He kicks it in. I pull up my shirt. Go! I'm going nuts. He scored 2 goals. Nobody else's kid did that. My kid did that. Because my kid's a genius. I let all the moms know that. Zion gets in the car. Dad, I actually thought he scored 3 goals. I said, son, you scored 3 goals. He goes, Dad, please. 4.5. Dad, please. I didn't score 3 goals. I scored 2. I said, no, son, the last breakaway, you kicked it. I saw it was 3 goals, son. I tweeted at everyone. It's 3 goals. Well done. I'm proud of you. He says, Dad, that was the other team's goal. I accidentally kicked it in. Well, I'm sorry, okay? I got a little disoriented. Got a little pumped. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what the moms think. I don't care. I don't care what my son thinks. I don't care. It's my son. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you think I'm ridiculous. I don't care if you don't like it when I pull my shirt over my head. That's my boy, my flesh and blood. That's Zion, my firstborn son. He just scored a stinking goal. And I lost my mind. Why? It's crazy love. I swore I would never do it, but here I am. I'm worse than my father. Why? It's crazy love. Do you even? I can't ask that question because I know the answer. The answer is no. You cannot even ascertain or understand how much your God loves you. You can't even begin to scratch the surface of his crazy love for you. So what are you going to do today? Because grace is running towards you. Oh, I'm not worthy. I don't really know. No, I mean, come on. I still got to do this, and I got to get some things right, and I got to fix myself, and I got to break up with my girlfriend. I got to make this all happen. Look. Let Jesus come, wrap his arms of grace around you, and let grace empower you to live the life you've only dreamed of. Dad just starts running. I mean, can you picture it? He's got the robe on and Tevas. He's just running. And his son's like, whoa. Drops the moped, pulls up the goggles. Dad? He's thinking, oh, he's ticked. He's backing up. Oh, man. Dad's just running. His dad runs, and the Bible, I love the New King James. It says that he fell on his neck. I mean, he comes down. He just so excited to see his boy. And his dad's hugging him and he's kissing him. And his dad's trying to wipe his dad. He's saying, Dad, I've sinned against you. Dad, please, Dad, I got to speak. Dad, hold on. Dad, I'm no longer, that's all you can hear. I've sinned and he never finishes his speech. And all you hear is his dad saying, I love you. It's so good to see you. I've been waiting to see you for a really long time. I love you, son. Dad, he says to the servants, bring out the clothes I got him. Bring them out. Go get the watch. Go get the ring. And make sure you get those shoes. And the son knew what that meant. Because hired employees didn't get sandals. Only sons got sandals. He says, get him shoes. Because my son was dead. But now he's alive. Wait a minute. What about everything I did, Dad? What about all the dumb decisions I made? Son, I love you. Wait a minute. The father should sit him down. The father should rebuke him. The father should correct him. The father should make him do this. The father should. It's illogical, isn't it? It's counterintuitive, isn't it? We have been taught from a young age logic. Logic teaches us cause and effect. For every cause, there's an effect. But when it comes to grace, we just receive effect. We did nothing to cause it. And it's very difficult for us to understand that. Because the cause is Christ. And we just receive the effects of his love. Dad, please. Son, I love you. I'm so proud of you. You're my boy. Dad, you don't know what I did. Son, listen to me. I love you. I believe the son came with a repentant heart.